8 Money Habits Keeping You Poor, Part 1. Before we start the video and get into Part 1 and Part 2, I know you guys see this Caesars in the background here. It's a casino, famous casino brand. I'm not here. I'm not gambling, just so you guys can know. I'm here for a conference for this weekend. So, just a disclaimer for all of you out there thinking, hey, how is this guy making money videos and he's over here gambling? I'm not here for gambling. I'm here for an important business conference. And now, here comes the video. 8 money habits keeping you poor. But before we go over the 8 money habits keeping you poor, Part 1, we're going to go over today's quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is, "You are what you do, not what you say you do," by Carl Jung. This is also another consistency, persistence quote where, doing than talking about it, So you are what you do, not what you say you do. Carl Jung. 8 money habits keeping you poor, Part 1. So we're going to go over 4 money habits keeping you poor, but make sure you stay for the 4th one, and then I'm going to go over a second video going over the the remaining 4 of the 8. Okay? The first money habit keeping you poor is paying yourself last. So what does that mean? Paying yourself last. So what people do is they get their paycheck, and what they'll do is they'll go out with friends, they'll go on vacations, they'll do all kinds of fun activities, and then they'll put money into their savings. That's the wrong way to go about it. What you want to do is you want to put money, you want to pay yourself first, and then whatever's remaining over, you save up a part of that every time of that whatever's left over, and that's what you use on your fun stuff, on your wants, not on your needs. The second thing out of the 8 money habits keeping you poor is getting comfortable with bad debt. So today's day and age, everybody's using credit cards. Everybody loves swiping away, and what they don't realize is the average interest on today's cards are 22%. So a lot of people are losing a lot of money when they use credit cards. They don't realize it. They think it's smart. It's only smart is if you pay it right away, because then you don't owe. But most people, they don't pay it right away, and then it ends up rolling over, and what they start accumulating interest, and they lose a lot of money that way. So it's better to not get used to get comfortable with bad debt, not getting used to having dealing with bad debt. The third thing on the list out of the 8 money habits keeping you poor are not having a stockpile of cash for 3 to 6 months. So in emergency situations, you want to be able to have 3 to 6 months of rent saved up, and no matter what, you never touch that. You want to have that in case you lose a job, in case you move, in case a natural disaster happens where you have to go somewhere far away. You want to have money saved up where it lasts you 3 to 6 months before you have your backup plan of whatever it needs, whether you're going to open up a new business, whether you're going to find a new job, or whether you're going to go back to your old job, but it's just taking some time. You need to have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up. So that's not having a stockpile of cash is a very horrible habit out of the 8 money habits keeping you poor. The 4th and last one for today, it's very, very important. This is a very important one. Not knowing how much is your income. Surprisingly, you'll be surprised. A lot of people don't know their income. Some people they might know what their yearly income is, but they don't know how much they're getting on a monthly basis. Or they might know their monthly basis, but they don't know how much they're getting on a yearly basis. Or they only know how much they're getting per hour. But what they don't realize is this: they're not budgeting. If they don't know how much they're making, they're not budgeting correctly. That means they're not putting into account what's their daily expenses, what's their weekly expenses, what's their monthly expenses, how much is going to be left over, how much they're going to save, how much they're going to invest, how much they're going to have fun with. Not knowing how much you make is a very horrible money habit that people pick up out of the eight money habits keeping you poor. And this is it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. It's coming soon, okay? And subscribe for more videos coming.